together one night, and the outside we noticed that something was definitely wrong. Transmission turned out to be a 53, the motor turned out to be a 73. We tried and all the bolts are gone. Yeah, drilled it out to the new wood fit, and a little bit of help my old school kid. I had that engine run just like a song. I got it one piece at a time. Because he died. With me when I come through your town.
And welcome today to today's Facebook Live. If you're logging in right now, please like this video, share this video, and let me know what you are up to in your part of the world. I'm here at the shop. It's what we do here in the wintertime. We have all projects, a lot of fun stuff going. You saw the title. Yes, I'm adjusting the valves here on the Duramax. And the one thing about Duramax is when they first came out, blah, 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 blah. There's a big fib, and it's probably unproven by now. Simple logic tells you it doesn't work, is not that way. When Duramaxes first came out, or even several years of them being out, they're like, oh, you don't need to adjust the valves, it's only 12,000, so you're fine. Well, in my mind, when I first started being around Duramaxes or any kind of motor, I'm like, it's a motor. All motors, I don't care. As long as it has regular, push rods and all that good stuff and everything like that, overhead cam, if it's got a place to adjust the valves, it needs to be adjusted. So, here is my draw out here that I pulled off of Merchant Automotive, front of the engine, intake, exhaust, your odds is on your passenger side, your evens are on your driver's side. Pretty awesome. Good way to adjust your valves on a Duramax is you have a 12 and a 13. You put your 12 in, you tighten it down until you start compressing the springs to push all the oil out of the push rods, and then you release it until you pull on the 12 until it slips out, and then you put it back in and make sure it goes back and forth nice and easy. And then as long as you can't get the 13 back in, you got your valves pretty close going. Now, there's some guys that just are really good at getting the feel down. It's a lot like tuning a piano. Some guys are better at it than others, but that's kind of a safe theory to go by, that you can adjust your valves properly on your Duramax. This one is an LBZ 2006 right here, so that's what I was doing this evening. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy adjusting valves. It's just a really great hobby. This has a stock firing order. You can actually put cams in these things that are supposed to be better for a Duramax. That gives it a better firing order, but this is just a stock factory. So if you're looking at that right there, that is the firing. This is the red, the ones that all say red right here are your number one firing order, and then you flip it over to where number 4 is on TDC. So it's got a nice little mark on the housing and the damper that you line up. As long as number 1's on TDC, you adjust all the valves that are on the red, and then you go around to do another 360 revolution, and then usually number 4 is firing, and then you adjust the valves that are not adjusted. And you maybe do that a couple times just to double check, because I'm a little bit picky about my valve adjustment. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh, a little update. I did some research. Actually, you guys, if you watched the thing, I bored my pump out my fuel rail, and then also the fittings that go into the front. I thought it was actually kind of a bogus. I did some research of some guys that actually put them on flow benches, and I haven't found anybody that bored out the fuel rail. But I did find out the guys that bored out the pump and bored out the fittings, and there are some flow power benefits from it. So there actually is a little bit of benefit to it. Not much that you would actually notice, but I'm really interested to see what the benefit is with the actual fuel rail bored out to 3/8. See if that makes any difference. Our driver right there, keep them shiny, shiny tires. Yeah, buddy. The beautiful rig. Give you guys a little bit of a view from the front of it right here. It's gonna ride around in style. I'm gonna drive everybody wild. You know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style. Drive everybody wild. Big classic Peterbilt. Rolling Stone. Yeah, buddy. It's our driver's truck right there. Freightliner has not, we're having some priming issues. It's all, the front cover and everything's all done on it. It just needs the hood thrown back on it, and then a good set of batteries and be able to hold an actual fuel prime. So that's the only thing left to do with that one. I think it runs great. Also, our good friend that's doing the John Deere, there is a 50/20 engine and there is a 50/20 tractor. We're putting a 60/30 motor into it. Obviously you have to cut out the frame on some spots on it. The heads just got on there. Looks like he put some of that pine wax stuff on the head gasket, which I think these actually call for it. Beautiful clean looking head. Let's throw that back on there. And this is like his collection of legacy manual. If you see that in the early part of the video, that is pretty awesome as well. And this might be in here a little longer than we wanted it to. It's got there's nothing extremely wrong with it, but the head does need resurfaced on this head right here because it was giving a lot of overheating issues. As you can see, it's nowhere near perfect, so needs a complete re-head surfacing, and then shim the liners, all that good stuff. I don't know what all it's going to need, but there's certain things on the checklist when you redo a motor. It's like, well, tolerances out, you got to replace this, got to replace this, got to replace this. But yeah, that's a tour of the shop, what I'm up to this evening. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be continuing with our lives yesterday, and like I said, I keep on getting, oh yes, I sent Wilson off today to my good friend in Ohio, RJ. Handed the ball off to him. He's going to throw it off of his grain leg at his system. Please be safe, RJ. Don't do anything stupid. But yes, try to take a picture, video of whatever do. He's going to put it on the group. It's going on the main page. Then he's going to send it back to me. And then I'm going to send it off to, I think there was somebody else that contacted me. So we're going to try to send it to as many awesome, great farmers that have grain legs and drop Wilson off as many grain legs as possible, just because it's awesome. And then we're going to give it away to somebody or donate it to a charity or something really cool. Somebody that's going to really appreciate a basketball signed by a lot of really cool farmers that threw it off of their grain legs in America. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's exciting as always. And I think that's pretty much it. So, see y'all later. Keep on farming. Here's a Facebook poke.